Hi. All right. Let's do some earth signs. I want to work with earth energy. So Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn for this time. I hope you've been good. All right, Taurus. All right, so a little bit of stress. It's kind of like, I don't want to hear it. Somebody's like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I'm not listening. If these are the voices in your head, I feel like the turkey vulture will be helpful. They're a very gentle energy. Let me get another deck to like combine this. Oh, shit. Yeah, this will do. Okay. So I heard something's not quite ready, but that's okay. Oh, that was the card, but that's fine. Oh, I feel a little rushed. Why do I feel rushed? I don't like that. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, someone's just like, I'm not ready. 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 I'm not ready for that. King of Wands, I'm not ready for that. Okay, remember what we talked about prior? I know we've talked a lot, right? We've had a lot of conversation. There's my cigarettes. Oh my God, I've been looking for this. I'm like, what did I do with them? I know I put them somewhere and I couldn't friggin' find it. And I looked everywhere. I even dowsed about it. Like, is it in the house? Like, and I found it. Okay, so maybe that's a message. Let's rewind. When you feel stuck, you get too much in air energy. You're like all in your head. You can't seem to communicate. Things aren't whatever. Or if you're too much in... If you need to be in your own element better, you need fire. All the fire for Taurus is in a funky spot, which is energy. It is confidence. It is all the things. When you need that... Well, I heard, what friend do you talk to? Because people pull from your energy all the time, right? They love being around... People love being around Taurus. It's comfortable, you're inspiring, you give so much to them. Who helps you gives to you, okay? I think also sometimes you gotta, I heard you gotta correct yourself and become more of, oh, there we go, King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. You gotta be like, I can friggin' do this. This could also be if you have an air sign in your life, or you have people in your life that if you're the one that's clear, somebody else that you really love is stuck in their head. I heard, remember, that's not always your responsibility to, like, don't give all your fire to somebody else if it's somebody else, because I heard you have your own things going on, right? But really, maybe you have fire signs in your life. Sag, Aries, Leo. Well, I heard they're busy too. So maybe you have to figure, someone might have to kind of figure something out on their own, but I feel like it can be done. And the important part, we just talked about this over on Patreon. Our Motivational Mondays was called Ready. So if you're over there, just a little reminder, right? Sometimes it takes a while for something to sink in, something to be understood, right? More fully. So it's kind of like, I feel like you need to tell yourself, like, I am ready for that. And it's kind of accepting things as they are, like, oh, okay, I heard, all right, that isn't what I wanted to hear, or like, this isn't where I want to be right now. This isn't how I wanted to play out. Like, if you were taking that leadership role and you're like, well, this is what I want. When you get really confident like that and then it doesn't happen, it's sort of discouraging, right? Because you finally, like, stood up and did the thing that you're kind of afraid of. I heard, don't try not to be too discouraged. because your tree, you as a tree, your root system, I heard, is good. Okay, so again, I guess that goes back to support system. All right, let's go to Virgo. 515. I'll try to remember that. Was somebody timestamped that, please? Virgo. Ooh, that one. Oh my God. Let me kiss you, boo-boo. Some of you are setting up your sacred space, or you need to... this could be an outdoor sacred space. It could be, for some of you, this could be like a... excuse me. Somebody hurt their knee when they were little. Who was that? I want you to just look at this card. Can you see that? It's one of my favorite cards in this deck. See how soft the energy just became? So I could also see that some of you, if you've dealt with death or some, because I sort of saw that sacred stone sculpture, a sacred stone sculpture. For some of you, this is like a tombstone or some kind of healing through that kind of situation. But pardon me, right now you're coming through as the Empress. Okay, so I'm so sorry. Getting over being sick. Getting over having like such little energy. Sometimes it takes a while to heal. You know what I mean? So Virgo, let's see what's with this. Who are you really kindred with? I keep seeing someone where they, water is very cleansing. I saw something that was sort of dirty and open, like an open, dirty place. It's how do I explain this? Unpurposefully, it wasn't chosen by a person, like by yourself. Like a person wouldn't have said, I'm going to do this to myself to try to open this up, and but it happened, and that's really healing. This goes back to, again, when someone was little, they hurt their knee or they got like a cut. You have a scar on your body, or someone has a scar on their body. I think this is your reading too, so you have this. It's like you fell when you were a kid and you had a bloody wound. That's also a part of it. That's also something that is being fixed. Interesting. Who takes care of you when you have a boo-boo? Who takes care of you when you have a boo-boo? This is also when we were really small. This is interesting, but we'll go with it, Virgo. Some of you have a son also, but or your mother could be important, a woman. We learn how to deal with pain by how someone outside of that isn't in the pain but around the pain reacts to the pain. That's how the human learns how to deal, like how to react in a way. What's beautiful is that this is a positive reaction, in the sense where, say, I'm seeing this example where kids just running and playing, and then they stub their toe and they trip and fall. It's not huge, nothing's broken, it's not a big deal. And of course, at first, it's going to hurt, because more than anything, it's a little shocking, because it wasn't, again, expected. And then it's kind of, this person is really logical about it. It's kind of like, hey, I cut my knee, and this adult here, this feminine energy is like, oh, you must have been running really fast, like you're a really good runner. And you know, I heard, oh, you almost made that goal. Like, I heard, you'll get it next time. And because of this sort of energy, it's not like, you're not hurt, don't worry about it. You know, it's not cutting it down. It's not like, oh my God, you're bleeding. It's not, I heard a psychotic reaction. It's like an illogical reaction, because again, it's not life, this is not life threatening. It's just a boo-boo. Interesting reading, Virgo. So, someone's learning how to turn the page on some pain that has to do when you were younger. I mean, for some of you, this could be more recent past, but I feel as if this could go all the way back to childhood for some of you. And even, I heard, even if your childhood was a little fucked up, I don't know who doesn't have that, but it's kind of, maybe it's helpful for some of you to think back to when you were hurt and how someone else reacted, again, positively, or it's not that they didn't acknowledge your pain, but they realized, they taught you, someone here taught someone how to deal with pain. So maybe you want to think about that in your life, like how to deal with emotion that doesn't feel great, or physical, whatever. It's because someone's really, really grateful here. Interesting. Oh, this one wanted to come out too. Temperance. I guess this is also showing me that a person is more emotionally aware now. It's like they've gotten over the hump of, well, they didn't love me. Interesting. Like they understand that there was a reason for everything. This is also someone learning to love their scars more. Learning to slow down where they need to. And it's also getting over that, like, I heard failure. And trying again. Right? You didn't make the goal in the past, if you will. But that doesn't, I heard get back on the field. That's what someone's figuring out. Interesting. All right, let's see Capricorn. Or not yet. Capricorn. 14. We'll do 1444, I guess. Capricorn. 1452. Yeah, I like that number better. Oh, you got 2. Capricorn. Okay, you have a bit of the Taurus energy where it's like, this isn't doing what I want it to do. At least when you find this, there's somebody's like, it's not doing it. But what's weird is it also comes with this artist card that's like, an artist knows there are no mistakes in art, right? You accidentally spill paint on the canvas, you turn that in more into the painting. If for some reason that's something that you don't absolutely like, you can just take a different, go back to white or go back to a plain color and start again. The way I saw the painting is that someone wasn't at a point where it was ultimately like a waste. This is not a waste of time. I need you to know you're not wasting your time. I heard, who is it that holds you? Oh, that's interesting, all the earth energy. It's like, where is your support? Taurus talked about it. Virgo talked about it. Taurus was, I think some of you need to know this. You're good at astrology. It's like Taurus needed help with when they get in their head. Virgo needed it when they get in their feelings. You need it. Virgo needed it when they feel like a failure. Like it's not perfect. And you need it when your feelings aren't what you want them to be, but aren't logical. You know what I mean? Like, it's maybe someone's just on their menses, like they're on their moon, or they're just there's, because there's a lot going on in this person's life. Like, who listens to you? Who listens to you? And I do feel like, Capricorn, you wanna talk it out. This is actually the Queen of Cups in this deck. Can you see this? It's the Queen of Cups, which is basically a person that's really aware of allowing their feelings to come out. Pardon me. And they're not afraid to share how they feel. Even if it, again, is slightly illogical. Or, again, someone's like frustrated with something. I heard you don't have to hold it all together all the time. And I heard there's no way to be perfect. And then I heard someone say, I can help you with that. Like, it's okay. Like, I heard you're farther than you think that you are. You're farther than you think that you are. I do feel like some of you are, there's something going on in the background. Like, creatively, I feel as if there's such positivity here. Work, golden. I honestly feel as if you have relationships here, relations with other humans that are very positive. Again, this person is so supportive, right? They're just listening. They're just there. They know what this person needs. Even if they don't know what to say, this is the kind of support. It's not a friend necessarily that is going to be like, your feelings are illogical. It's like, Capricorn already knows that feelings are illogical. Cancer's your opposite. You know. You're like, what is this? I'm supposed to be I heard always on my game. And it's like, yeah. Well, I heard, well, what if you're sad? Or what if you're frustrated? It's, what if things aren't going your way? You know, like the way that you, whatever. So interesting. This is a good listener, too. Somebody that some of you may know could be dating someone. I guess some of you could be missing your ex, but it's like some of you, if this situation is, this is somebody else, like you're outside of the situation, and there's somebody that you know that's dating, and one of them is going through a hard time. Somebody has more freedom than another person. Star. All right, let's go back to you, because this is your reading. And I think that's a part of it, is you don't need to worry about what you're creating right now. Like whether what you're doing is good enough, or if you need to try again. You know, it's art, life is, sometimes it's messy. Can you see the paint on her face? You know, it's on her arm, it's on her shirt. You know, she's not trying to be so perfect while she's creating. She's like, I am in the midst of life. I heard, let me be myself. Interesting. So the star is here. So some of you, in ways of your art, your work, and love, you're letting go. I just saw the river Styx. It's like you're letting go of that which is already gone. Maybe that's the point, is like you're letting go of sadness of some old relationships so you can start creating your own life. Have you ever broke up with someone even though you loved them, but you knew, like, where you took the initiative, where you were like, look, this isn't for me anymore, somewhere down the line? A job even. It could be just like, this isn't for me anymore. It's like someone finally get over, oh, that's interesting, that's a collective thing too, through the earth. It's like someone finally get over the hump. Virgo talked about that. And I heard, if for some reason someone can't do something for you, you can do it for yourself. But those of you who do that too much, like keep everything inside, maybe some of you are Capricorn, it doesn't matter where Capricorn is, it's internal. You know, you're again, it's, feelings are illogical, right? But that doesn't mean that they're not valid. They're there for a reason. And I do feel like some of you need a good cry about something, or tears might just come to you, and your partner could be, you may be surprised. Like maybe some of you just started dating somebody you haven't been dating for a long time. If that's the case, and you're like, well, what if they really know, like, what if I really show, whatever the situation is, what if someone's thinking to themselves, like, what if I really show, like, who I am? Are they gonna, if I'm not always logical, or I'm not always practical, like, if I show my emotional side particularly, like, are they going to run away, or are they going to judge me? It's like, no, look at them. Look at them. Can you see this? They're just softly holding your knee. That's Capricorn right there. Aries. It's, I mean, they may not know what to do, but that's what I was saying, is there somebody here is maybe more of a listener than they are a, maybe that's what somebody needs. Interesting. Some of you, if you're an artist, however you're artistic, really, Capricorn, you're on your way to something really big. Oh my God, 10 of Pentacles, yes. Like people, I heard people want to sit at your table. Okay? You're surrounded by good folks. And I heard, it'll be ready when it's ready. Magician. And whatever this feeling is, once you let it out, you get over it. It's like, oh, okay, whew, got that out. And then we're right back to it. Walking in the sunshine. All right. Good reading. Interesting. Earth energy. All right, I love you so much. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for being here and helping create this healing space. It wouldn't happen without your awareness and intelligence and open-mindedness. Talk to you next time. Peace.